You're checking your pocket change, just another ordinary day. But what if I told you, buried among those coins, could be a single penny worth up to $1 million? Yes, you heard that right. A penny. 1 cent worth life-changing money. And it's hiding in plain sight that it's the elusive 1965 no-mark Abraham Lincoln penny, a coin so rare that collectors are willing to pay an absolute fortune for it. But here's the catch, most people don't even know it exists. Are you holding one right now and unknowingly sitting on a fortune? Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for and how to cash in on your hidden treasure. Let's start with the story behind this remarkable coin. Back in 1965, the US Mint was under extreme pressure. Silver prices were skyrocketing, and there was a nationwide coin shortage. To keep up with demand, the Mint made a drastic decision, removing mint marks from coins to prevent collectors from hoarding them. But in the chaos, something unusual happened. A small batch of pennies, accidentally struck without a mint mark, escaped into circulation. These weren't supposed to exist. Yet, here we are, decades later, and they are still out there, somewhere. Imagine this, you're digging through an old jar of coins, and you spot a 1965 Lincoln penny with no mint mark. Your heart starts racing. Could this be the $1 million jackpot? Before you start celebrating, let's talk about what makes this coin so valuable and how to tell if you have the real deal. First, let's break down the key features of this coin. The 1965 no-mark Lincoln penny must be in pristine condition, graded highly by professional coin grading services. Even slightly worn examples can still fetch thousands, but if you've got a nearly flawless one, you're in the big leagues. The finer the condition, the higher the price. So, grab a magnifying glass and check the details. Sharp features, strong lettering, and a smooth, clean surface are what you're looking for. Because this is where things get exciting. A well-preserved 1965 no-mark penny has sold for hundreds of thousands of dollars in recent auctions. And the rarest, most flawless specimens? They've reached values up to a staggering $1 million. Imagine turning a penny into a luxury car, a dream home, or even an early retirement. Sounds unreal, right? But it's happening. Alright, I might have this coin. What do I do next? Here's your game plan. First, don't clean the coin, ever. Cleaning can destroy its value instantly. Second, get it authenticated by a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC. Third, if it's the real deal, get ready to sell, because high-end collectors and auction houses are waiting with open checkbooks. These coins are becoming harder to find every single day. Every moment you wait, someone else might be cashing in. So check your coin collections, your old piggy banks, even that jar of change you forgot about in the back of your kitchen drawer. Because one lucky find could change your life forever. Now, before you go, I've got something even crazier to share. There's another rare coin out there, one that's even more valuable than this one. Want to know what it is? Stick around, because in my next video, I'll reveal the hidden gem that could make the 1965 no-mark penny look like pocket change. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon, because you never know when you might be holding a fortune in your hands. See you in the next one. Imagine this, you're digging through an old jar of coins, and you spot a 1989 Lincoln penny. It looks normal, but what if I told you that one tiny missing detail could make it worth up to $2 million? Yes, you heard that right. A simple mistake at the US Mint turned an ordinary coin into a millionaire maker. And guess what? That penny could be hiding in your home right now. Before you toss your pocket change aside, stick with me, because in the next 10 minutes, I'll show you exactly how to identify this rare coin, why collectors are paying insane amounts for it, and how you can cash in. But be warned, every second you wait, someone else might be snatching up their fortune first. Well, in 1989, the US Mint produced billions of pennies. But in the chaos of mass production, a crucial error slipped through. Some pennies were struck without a mint mark. That tiny letter, typically found under the date, indicates where the coin was minted. Without it, collectors go wild, and here's the kicker. Unlike other coins with minor errors, the 1989 no-mark Lincoln penny is rare. Only a handful have been discovered. That's why the price has skyrocketed, with some selling for over $2 million at auction. So, check your pockets, check your piggy bank, check that dusty coin collection in the attic. Because if you find one, your life could change overnight. And let's be real, how many times have you let a penny slip through your fingers? If only you had checked first, that could have been your beach house money right there. Alright, now for the good part. How do you know if your penny is worth millions? First, look at the date, 1989. That's step 1. Second, check under the date. A regular penny will have a small letter, D, but if yours is completely blank, no letter at all, you might have struck gold. Third, inspect the coin's details. Rare pennies often have strong, clean strikes, meaning the design is crisp and sharp. If yours is faded, scratched, or worn down, its value drops. So, if you find a 1989 no-mark penny in pristine condition, hold on to it like your life depends on it. How do you avoid scammers? And how do you make sure you get top dollar for your rare coin? Stick around, because the next part is crucial. First things first, do not rush to sell it at a local pawn shop. Many people lose out on thousands, if not millions, by selling to the wrong buyers. You need professional authentication. Step 1, get it graded. Contact reputable coin grading services like PCGS or NGC. They'll verify its authenticity and give it an official rating. A high-grade coin fetches the big bucks. Step 2, auction it to the right buyers. Private collectors and auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers are where the real money is. These collectors are willing to pay life-changing amounts for rare coins. Step 3, negotiate smartly. Don't take the first offer you get. With a coin this rare, patience pays off. And trust me, when you're holding a multi-million-dollar penny, you're in control of the game. And let's be honest, who would have thought that the 1-cent coin you've been ignoring your whole life could be your ticket to financial freedom? Maybe it's time to start checking your change a little more carefully, huh? Now, here's the real question. What if I told you that there are other pennies out there worth even more? Because this isn't the only rare penny hiding in circulation. In my next video, I'll reveal another common-looking coin that could be worth even more than this one. So before you go, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because you do not want to miss what's coming next. Your next penny could be your next paycheck, or even your ticket to a whole new life. Have you checked your pennies yet? Drop a comment below if you think you might have one, and let's see how many hidden millionaires we can uncover. And remember, your fortune could be lying in the palm of your hand. Don't let it slip away. Imagine holding a penny in your hand, just a regular, ordinary penny. Now, what if I told you that one missing detail could turn that tiny coin into a jaw-dropping, life-changing $3 million fortune? Sounds unbelievable, right? But here's the kicker: if you've ever come across a 1990 penny without the little S mint mark under the date, you might be sitting on a goldmine without even knowing it. Stick with me, because by the end of this video you'll know exactly how to spot this rare penny, why it's worth a fortune, and most importantly, how you can cash in on it. Now, let's take a step back. How does a simple-looking penny turn into a multi-million-dollar treasure? It all comes down to a small but crucial mistake at the US Mint. In 1990, the San Francisco Mint produced proof pennies with an S mark. But, brace yourself, some were accidentally released without that mark. That's right, a tiny missing letter means the difference between 1 cent and $3 million. Let that sink in for a second. One little letter, $3 million, and here's where it gets interesting: most people don't even know they have this rare coin. Right now, there could be a fortune hiding in your pocket, piggy bank, or that dusty old jar of change sitting in your kitchen. Have you checked? Go ahead, I'll wait. Pause for comedic effect, or maybe wait until the end of this video, because you won't want to miss what's coming next. That it's all about rarity and demand. Experts estimate that only a handful of these 1990 no-mint mark pennies exist. And because collectors and investors are constantly searching for them, the price keeps skyrocketing. just recently, one of these rare pennies sold for over $3 million at auction. And here's the scary part, most people will never realize they had one, until it's too late. Think about it. How many pennies have you tossed aside without a second thought? What if one of them was worth enough to retire tomorrow? And listen, this isn't just some collector's game. This is about wealth, real, life-changing wealth. People who understand the value of rare coins are flipping them for millions. The question is, will you be one of them? How do you know if you have this rare penny, and how can you sell it for top dollar? First, grab a magnifying glass and inspect any 1990 pennies you have. Look directly under the date. If there's an S, it's just a regular proof penny. But if there's no mint mark at all, congratulations. You might be holding a multi-million-dollar coin, but hold up, before you start celebrating, you need to get it verified. The best way is to take it to a reputable coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. They'll authenticate it and give it a proper grade, which determines its true market value. And here's a pro tip, if you find one, don't just sell it to the first buyer who makes an offer. Auctions and private collectors will often pay way more than a pawn shop or local dealer. Trust me, you don't want to leave money on the table. Now, imagine this. You check your change jar tonight and find the 1990 no mint mark penny. Your heart races. Could this be the moment that changes your life? Could this be your multi-million-dollar payday? There's only one way to find out. So, go check your coins. And if you want more tips on discovering valuable coins hiding in plain sight, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because I'm revealing another rare penny worth over $1 million in the next video. Don't miss out, your fortune could be closer than you think. Imagine holding a single penny in your hand, a coin so rare, so valuable, that it could change your life forever. What if I told you there's a specific Lincoln penny out there that's worth up to $4 million? That's right. A single cent, turning everyday people into millionaires overnight. But here's the catch, not everyone knows what to look for. Could you be sitting on a fortune without even realizing it? Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to spot this ultra-rare coin, and what to do if you find one. Let's rewind to the early 20th century, when the Lincoln penny was first minted. Over the years, thousands of variations have been produced, some with critical errors, others with unique characteristics that make them incredibly valuable. But one particular variation, the 2003 no-mark Lincoln penny, has become the stuff of legends. Why? Because it's an anomaly. A mistake that was never supposed to happen. Imagine working at the mint, pressing thousands of coins a day, and then, boom, you accidentally create a version that defies the system. A penny with no mint mark, an error so rare that collectors will pay millions to own it. Sounds crazy, right? But here's where it gets serious. Most people who have this penny have no idea what they're holding. They spend it, toss it into a coin jar, or worse, lose it forever. And that's why you need to pay close attention. Because the difference between a regular penny and a $4 million fortune is just a tiny missing mark. First, grab any 2003 Lincoln penny you own. Look just below the date. Normally, you'll see a tiny letter, D for Denver, P for Philadelphia, or S for San Francisco. But if there's no mark at all, you might have struck gold. Or, in this case, copper. And before you think, oh, that's rare, I probably don't have one, let me hit you with a shocking fact, some of these pennies are still circulating. That means someone, somewhere, could get one as change at a grocery store today and have no idea. Now, here's where it gets even more intense. Recently, one of these rare no-mark 2003 Lincoln pennies was sold at auction for nearly $4 million. Yes, you heard that right. A single penny changed someone's life forever. Imagine waking up tomorrow, digging through your spare change, and suddenly realizing, you're a millionaire. But here's the real question, would you even know what to do next? Because finding the coin is just the beginning. Selling it for its true value? That's where things get tricky. That you've got a 2003 no-mark Lincoln penny. What's next? First, don't clean it, don't scratch it, and definitely don't try to sell it to just anyone. The wrong move could cost you thousands, if not millions. Instead, get it professionally authenticated. Certified coin grading services like PCGS or NGC can verify its authenticity and assign a grade, which significantly impacts its market value. And if you're serious about selling it for top dollar, your best bet is to take it to an elite coin auction. That's where collectors with deep pockets battle for the rarest finds. Now, here's where things get wild. This isn't the only rare penny worth a fortune. There are other coins, right now, hidden in pocket change, that could be worth 6 or even 7 figures. But most people will never find them, because they don't know what to look for. So, if you want to make sure you're not sitting on a hidden fortune, hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and stay tuned. Because in my next video, I'll reveal another shocking coin that could be worth even more. And trust me, you don't want to miss this one. Don't let a $4 million penny slip through your fingers. Check your change. Check your coin jar. Your ticket to wealth could be hiding in plain sight. Imagine stumbling upon a simple 2006 D Lincoln penny, only to realize it could be worth up to $5 million. Sounds crazy, right? But what if I told you that rare pennies like this have turned ordinary people into millionaires overnight? Before you toss that pocket change aside, stick with me, because in the next few minutes, you'll learn exactly what makes this penny so valuable, how to identify one, and how you could cash in big. But be warned, time is running out, and collectors are willing to pay insane prices. Miss this, and you could lose out on a life-changing fortune. Picture this: you're going through your old jar of coins, maybe looking for some lunch money, and boom, you see a 2006 D Lincoln penny. Looks ordinary, right? But what if that tiny coin was hiding a rare, nearly priceless error? It's a coin shrouded in mystery, minted with a rare and shocking mistake that has sent collectors into a frenzy. Some have sold for thousands, while the rarest one has hit the mind-blowing $5 million mark. Now, before you rush off to check your change, let's break down what makes this penny so rare, and why collectors are scrambling to get their hands on it. And no, checking your couch cushions won't magically make you a millionaire, but hey, it doesn't hurt to try. It all comes down to rare minting errors, tiny mistakes that turn a common penny into a collector's dream. Here's what you need to look for. Look at Lincoln's face. If the details, especially his eye, look blurry or doubled, you might have a winner. If the design looks slightly shifted or cut off at the edge, that's a sign of a rare error. Small lines or breaks in the coin's surface could mean big money. If the penny was mistakenly struck on a different metal, congratulations, you just hit the jackpot. And here's the kicker: the condition matters. A pristine, uncirculated version of this coin is what's commanding the highest prices. Now, if you're thinking, well, what if I already spent one of these rare pennies? Don't panic. The truth is, millions of these pennies are still floating around in circulation, hidden in plain sight, which brings us to the big question, because trust me, if you take it to just any pawn shop, you might be walking away with pennies, instead of millions. If you think you've got one of these rare 2006 D Lincoln pennies, here's how to get the absolute most money for it. Send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. They will verify its authenticity and give it a grade, which can skyrocket its value. Auction it off. Major auction houses and online platforms like Heritage Auctions, Stax Bowers, and even eBay have seen these coins sell for hundreds of thousands to millions. The wealthiest collectors will pay top dollar for these rare coins. Some even buy in private sales for more than the public auction prices. Here's the truth: rare coins like this don't just appear once in a lifetime. There are more hidden gems out there that could be worth even more. In my next video, I'll reveal another jaw-dropping rare penny that's making collectors go wild right now. But before that, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss out, because trust me, the next one could be sitting in your pocket. What if I told you that a simple 2017 D Lincoln penny, the kind you might have in your pocket right now, could be worth up to $7 million? Sounds unbelievable, right? But hold on, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly why this tiny coin could make you a millionaire overnight. And if you don't check your coins after watching this, you could be throwing away a life-changing fortune. Most people think modern pennies are worthless, just spare change. But some rare errors and unique characteristics can turn an ordinary penny into an auction house superstar. The 2017 D. Mark Abraham Lincoln penny is one such coin. Why? Because a mistake at the U.S. Mint created a rare and highly sought-after variation of this coin. A small number of these pennies were struck with a minting error so rare that collectors and investors are willing to pay millions to own one. Before you rush to check your penny jar, let's dive into what makes this coin so valuable. So, what exactly should you be looking for? Here are the key details that could turn your ordinary penny into a millionaire's ticket. The mint mark. Look for a bold D under the date, but that's not enough. Rare error. The most valuable versions of this coin feature a dramatic double die strike or an unusual misalignment. Even a slight doubling in the lettering or Lincoln's image could be the jackpot. The higher the grade, the higher the value. A flawless, uncirculated 2017 D. Lincoln penny with these errors could fetch you millions. How many people have handled these pennies without realizing their worth? How many millions have already been spent, lost, or thrown away? One of these rare 2017 D pennies recently sold for $1.5 million, and experts predict that one in top condition could reach $7 million at the right auction. With the growing demand for error coins, the value of rare pennies is skyrocketing. The longer you wait, the higher the competition gets. Imagine this: you find this penny, sell it, and suddenly, your entire life changes. What would you do with millions of dollars? Buy your dream house. Travel the world. Retire early. Before you start spending that imaginary fortune, there's one critical mistake you need to avoid. If you find a 2017 D. Lincoln penny that matches these rare traits, do not rush to sell it to the first buyer who offers you a few $100. There are scammers and lowball buyers looking to trick you out of your fortune. Instead, here's what you should do. A certified grading service like PCGS or NGC can authenticate and grade your coin, proving its true value. Heritage Auctions, Stax Bowers, and Great Collections are some of the best platforms where serious collectors bid big money. Negotiate smartly, don't settle for less than your coin is worth. If a collector is offering millions, it's because they know it's worth even more. Now, here's the real question: could you be sitting on a 2017 D. Lincoln penny worth millions right now? There's only one way to find out. Go check your coins immediately, and if you find one, follow the steps I shared to cash in on your hidden fortune. And before you go, hit that like button and subscribe, because in my next video, I'll reveal another rare penny that's turning everyday people into millionaires. You won't want to miss it. Did you just spend a penny that could have made you a millionaire? Imagine unknowingly handing over a $6 million coin for a pack of gum. Sounds insane, right? But it happens more often than you think. Stick with me because what I'm about to reveal could turn your pocket change into a life-changing fortune. Rare coins have been making headlines, with collectors and investors paying staggering amounts for elusive pieces. And today, we're diving into one of the most valuable and mysterious pennies ever discovered, the 2008 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny. Most people don't even glance at their pennies, but hidden among them is one that's worth more than a luxury mansion. What makes this particular penny so special? And more importantly, could you have one right now without even knowing it? Before we get into how to identify this ultra-rare coin, let's talk about why it's worth a jaw-dropping $6 million. The 2008 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny is surrounded by mystery. Unlike most pennies, this one was struck without a mint mark, making it incredibly rare. But what really skyrocketed its value is a combination of errors, demand, and sheer luck. First, this penny lacks the traditional D or P mint mark, making it an anomaly. Second, there's an ultra-rare misprint on some versions, creating a collector's frenzy. Third, its scarcity has driven the price through the roof, especially at high-grade conditions. Collectors are battling at auctions, pushing the price higher and higher. And guess what? The most recent sale hit a mind-blowing $6 million. Imagine finding one of these in your couch cushions. That's a retirement plan wrapped in copper. Before you go flipping every penny in sight, you need to know the key details that separate a common penny from a multi-million-dollar jackpot. Because not all 2008 pennies are created equal. Check under the year, 2008. If there's no small d or p, you might be onto something huge. Some versions have an unusual doubling effect or a misalignment, making them even rarer. The highest values come from coins in pristine condition, meaning no scratches, wear, or damage. If you think you've got one, here's what to do next: do not clean it. Cleaning a rare coin can cut its value in half. A certified coin expert can confirm its authenticity. The right auction house can maximize your payday. The real question is, how many of these are still out there, waiting to be found? And more importantly, could one be sitting in your home right now? Don't wait. Start checking your change today. You might be one penny away from living the life of your dreams. If you found this valuable, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We uncover rare coins that could change your life. And trust me, you won't want to miss the next one. Now, go check your pennies, your fortune might be waiting. Imagine holding a penny in your hand, just 1 cent. Now, what if I told you that this tiny, overlooked coin could be worth up to $8 million? Yes, you heard that right. One simple 2020 D. Mark Abraham Lincoln penny could change your life forever. But the clock is ticking, and if you don't check your coins right now, you might miss out on a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Let's rewind for a second. How can a penny, something we toss into jars and couch cushions, be worth millions? Well, the answer lies in a rare minting error that makes this coin one of the most valuable pennies in modern history. Back in 2020, when the U.S. Mint struck these pennies at the Denver Mint, a tiny, almost imperceptible mistake occurred. But that mistake created a goldmine for collectors. Some of these coins were struck with a double die error, while others have a misalignment so rare that experts consider them 1 in a million. And guess what? Many of these coins are still out there, possibly sitting in your change jar right now. Now, here's where it gets exciting. Coin collectors and auction houses are on high alert, paying astronomical prices for these rare pennies. In fact, the highest known sale of a 2020 D. Lincoln penny reached a staggering $8 million at a private auction. And that's just the beginning. Prices continue to skyrocket as demand surges, but before you start digging through your pockets, here's what to look for: the double die obverse error. This means Lincoln's face might look slightly doubled, almost like a ghost image. A misaligned or off-center strike, making the coin look slightly shifted. An unusual mint mark, where the D appears larger or distorted. If your penny is uncirculated or has a perfect MS-70 grading, it could be worth even more. How do you know if you actually have the right coin? Stay with me, because in just a moment, I'll tell you exactly how to authenticate your penny and where to sell it for top dollar. Time is running out. The market is hot, but it won't stay that way forever. The longer you wait, the more collectors snatch up these rare coins, and the fewer opportunities you'll have to strike it rich. So, if you think you have a 2020 D. Lincoln penny that matches these descriptions, here's what you need to do immediately: use a magnifying glass to spot any errors. Send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC to confirm its value. List it in the right marketplace. Auction houses like Heritage Auctions or online platforms like eBay can attract high-paying collectors. If you have the real deal, collectors will pay big bucks for it. If a penny can be worth $8 million, what other hidden treasures are lying around your house? Before you go, let me ask you this: what if I told you there's another modern penny worth even more? A coin so rare, even experienced collectors don't know it exists. Stay tuned, because in my next video, I'm revealing another shocking discovery that could make you even richer. Subscribe and hit the notification bell, your financial future might just depend on it.